Urgent. Just in. The future of a key Panthers player has just taken a new and shocking turn, and this time, the pressure is on the club's hierarchy. You're about to understand everything. But first, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any hot, breaking updates from the Pernith Panthers. Panther mate. This could be much bigger than just a contract negotiation. Liam Martin is off contract at the end of the 2027 season, and his representatives are already beginning to push the club for greater clarity over their plans. According to reports from the Sydney Morning Herald, Martin's agent, Alan Gainey, is trying to understand exactly where Penrith stands before deciding what the next move for his client will be. And an important conversation is expected to take place this week. What Liam Martin's agent wants to know is simple, but it could completely change the course of this story. How much does Penrith really believe Liam Martin is worth? Gainey wants the Panthers to provide a clear indication of how highly the club values Martin. The idea is to understand how the Panthers hierarchy sees the player within the team's long-term plans and, based on that response, carefully assess the best path forward. In other words, before making any decision about his future, Martin's camp wants to know whether Penrith is prepared to treat Liam Martin as the player he has proven himself to be on the field. And this is where the situation becomes extremely interesting for Panthers fans. Martin hasn't built his reputation by accident. The backrower, who has also established himself as an important figure in the New South Wales State of Origin arena, has earned recognition for being the kind of player who steps up when his team needs him most. He is a player known for his intensity, physical presence, and relentless commitment. Someone who takes the field ready to compete in every single moment and who rarely disappears when the pressure rises. For Penrith fans, that quality carries enormous weight. At a club that has spent years building a winning culture and an identity around players who can handle the pressure of the biggest moments, Martin has become an incredibly valuable piece of the puzzle. That is why any uncertainty surrounding his future will inevitably cause concern among the Panthers faithful. At present, reports indicate that Liam Martin is earning around $780,000 per season. However, all signs point towards his next contract potentially representing a significant increase in his earnings. Martin could reportedly be in line for something close to $850,000 per season on a new deal. But, Panther, money may not be the only issue in this negotiation. The length of the contract could also become one of the biggest talking points. Rival clubs, according to reports, could view a 3-year deal worth around $2.6 million as a fair offer for a player of Martin's caliber. That means if the market does move in that direction, Penrith could be faced with an extremely difficult decision: make a significant effort to retain one of their important players, or risk allowing rival clubs to enter the race. And that is exactly what should have Panthers fans on high alert. Because Liam Martin isn't the only important name whose future could create tension behind the scenes. Penrith have a number of players who will be free to negotiate with rival clubs from the 1st of November. The names mentioned include Nathan Cleary, Isa Yeo, Brian Tuo, Blaise Talongi, and Paul Alamoti, among others. Now imagine the situation, Panther. Several key players reaching crucial points in their contracts, while the club has to carefully manage its salary cap space and, at the same time, maintain a squad capable of continuing to compete at the highest level. It is a genuine race against time for the Panthers hierarchy. And right now, Liam Martin is emerging as one of the biggest points of attention. This week's meeting may not immediately decide the player's future, but it could certainly reveal a great deal about how Penrith intends to handle the situation. Alan Gainey wants to understand how highly the club values his client. Martin, meanwhile, will have the opportunity to find out whether the Panthers are genuinely prepared to show, financially as well, just how important he is to the club's long-term plans. For the fans, the message is clear: the story is only just beginning. Liam Martin's future is still in Penrith's hands, but the pressure has already begun. If the player receives an offer that reflects his performances and importance to the team, the Panthers could find a way to retain one of their most combative and committed players. However, if there is a significant gap between what the club is prepared to offer and what the market is willing to pay, the situation could become much more complicated. And we all know how the NIL market works. When a quality player becomes available, rival clubs don't usually wait around. So, Panther, stay tuned. Liam Martin's future could be entering a decisive phase, and the upcoming meeting between his representative and the Panthers could be the first major indication of where this story is heading. The fans want answers, Martin's camp wants clarity, and the club needs to make a strategic decision about a player who has become synonymous with intensity, courage, and commitment. Now is the time to find out just how much Liam Martin really means to the Pernith Panthers, and, most importantly, how far the club is prepared to go to make sure he remains part of our team. And now, I want to hear your honest opinion, Panther. Do you think Penrith should do whatever it takes to re-sign Liam Martin? Yes or no? The Panthers faithful always have a voice here. Drop your comment and tell us how you see this situation. And while you're here, make sure you subscribe so you can follow every single update from the club.